Welcome back, guys. So let's continue from where we left off in the last video. We will head over to our first item on the list, which is Firebase Installation. Then in this module, we'll learn how to add Firebase to our Android Studio project. So let's go over to Android Studio and then start a new project. So while okay, let's wait for it. Let's choose a blank project, and then let's just call it Firebase project. That's a fine name for it. And then change the package name. I'll just say add my name here. So I'll leave the default location, and then my source language is Java. Then API 16 is fine. Then click finish. So while the Android Studio project is building, let's head over to our browser. And then this is a Firebase documentation page which shows you how to add Firebase to Android. But let's head over to the Firebase Console. If you click just this place, it will take you to a Firebase Console. The Firebase Console is where your projects are. Then you can apply settings to different projects. So these are the projects I already have, but I'll just create another one. So I'll go to add project. Then I'll give my project a name. Let's give it the same name we named the Android Studio project. You can name it whatever name you want, but I'll call mine Firebase project. Okay, that is ready for us. I'll click continue. And this is just for if you want to add Google Analytics to the project, but I don't want to add it, so I'll just click create projects. So let's wait for it while it's creating the projects. The studio is still building up. Okay, creating the project. Alright, so it is done. I will just click continue, and then it will open up the console for the Firebase project I just created. So my Firebase console is opened, and as you can see, there are lots and lots of links here. This is just your project overview, and you can add many applications to a single Firebase project. The Spark you're seeing here is just a free account. If I want to upgrade, I can upgrade. Just click upgrade, and then you pay. So, but we are interested in Android, so I'm just going to click the Android link, and then it will open up and then ask me for the same package name I typed when creating my Android Studio project. Firebase project. So I'll just copy that, Ctrl C, and then I'll just paste the name is, copy that, and then this is just a nickname for the app. Doesn't really matter, you can skip it if you want. And then this is the like a sign-in key to enable some other Firebase functions like phone number sign-in and Google sign-in. So to get this sign-in key, we have to go to Android Studio, but Android Studio doesn't have to now. Once we start working on the Google sign-in and phone number sign-in, then we'll need the SSH key, SSH1 key. So I'll just click the button register app, and then it's going to register my application to Firebase, so that whenever my app wants to connect to the server, it knows that it's coming from me. And then this is the Firebase JSON file you have to add to the project, because without it, your application, I don't think will be able to connect to Firebase. So I will download it. I'll click download, and then while that is downloading, let's check on this. Understood is not done building. Let's wait for it. So while this is trying to get me the file, so I've downloaded the Google JSON file, and it's right here, Google service.json. Then I'll click next. So I'll go over to adding the Firebase dependencies. Then you have to add this to your Google Firebase in Android Studio. Copy this text. First of all, let's copy it. Click here to copy, and then I'll go over to Android Studio. I have copied the Google Service JSON file, and then I'll go to Android Studio. Now there's a simple way to add Firebase to your Android Studio project. You can just go to Android Studio Tools, and then you click Firebase. Once you click that, a panel will open up at the right hand side, and then you can add it to a project. But I want to do this manually, so just follow me on this. So I'll go to my projects build.gradle, the projects level, and then I'll paste in what I just copied from Firebase site, paste in the class path, Google Service dependency, and then move over to your build.gradle, right back to the site, and then make sure that you have Maven repository. Okay, I have it. I don't have it. I have to add it. So it says in the all projects section, make sure you have Google, not Maven. I beg your pardon. Google repository. I have it. Google and JSON. So the build.gradle will come below, and copy the Android plugin. No, don't copy Android plugin. We already have Android plugin. Copy the Google Service plugin, and then paste Ctrl V. Now that it's pasted, go back. I think we have that in place. So click next, and then come over to the file that I already downloaded, which is a Google Service file. Just Ctrl C to copy it and come to Android Studio. Make sure you paste it in the app level the app level inside your project. So I will paste it here, and then I've pasted it there. So we are almost done. Read and get started for Android. Continue to console. Let's click continue to console. So once you're done, I think there's something else you need to add, depending on what you want to work on. Is it authentication or sign-in or Cloud Firestore? You add the dependency. But for now, we are just setting up Firebase and making sure that everything is good to go. Okay, I have everything now, so I will hit sync here. So Android Studio should be able to download the dependency and add it to my project. And now let's explore these links. So the first in the developer tab, if you click authentication is where you set the different types of authentication functions, and then where you also see your users and delete your users, manage your users. So let's select the authentication. While that is loading up internet is very slow. Let's check on Android Studio. No, it is working. So I will pause this when Android Studio finish building the project. I will resume. But no, we still have to do something here. So in the Authentication tab, I have this is the users. Currently we have no users because it's a new project. So I'll go to the sign in method tab. So let's wait for it first. Okay. So I have these are the sign-in providers. There are a lot of them now. They even added Apple, Microsoft, and Yahoo. This wasn't there before when I started using it. But the one we are interested for now is the email and password sign-in, which we'll do in our next module. But for now, let's enable this. If you don't enable it, then email and password sign-in will not work. This is if you enable this will enable you to authenticate a user first, which means you send the password to their email and then they get it back from click on the link on the email, then it's authenticated. But we're not gonna talk about that now. Let's just leave the normal sign-in flow, and then I'll click save. So that will save my settings. So it is safe and password and email signing is now enabled. Let's open the database section. Let's see what is there. So normally there are two different types of database in Firebase. There is a real-time database and the cloud file store. The real-time database is what came out before. We were all using it, but when they brought out Cloud Firestore, everyone had to switch to Cloud Firestore, and that is what we'll be talking about today. This is the real-time database, so if I want to enable it, I'll just click create database, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the Cloud Firestore, which is this one right here. What I'm going to do now is to create a database. Let me see, Android Studio is building. I'll create a database here, and once it opens up, we'll be able to assign or partition our database, tell it where we want the server to be located. Once this panel opens up, you have to select the type of rule you want. So the current checked rule is production mode. Once you click next and it's on production mode, every request to a database will be denied. That's why this place is false. So when after setting this up, we can change this. So you can always change it later. That's a good thing about it. So I'll click next. This is my Cloud Firestore location. Central US is fine. Just click done. Setting up the database. Setting up security rules. Yeah, so this is my database. Currently there is no data, everything is empty. And then I'll go to rules tab. Let's change that rule to allow authenticated users to fetch and write data. So change this to true and click publish. So anytime you set a new rule, it appears in the it gives you the history of what you have done and the time. This is it in the right hand panel. Then go back to data. Right, so we are done setting up Firebase. The next thing is to work on authentication, phone number authentication, email and password authentication in the next video. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.